on. Hi guys, happy August. Welcome back and thank you for joining us for another one of our mini bite-sized videos to go over the new promotions, products, sales tips, application techniques, and our new beautiful assets. So just as a reminder, every month we are going to have this packet available for you on our Dropbox account that will be sent out via email, as well as available through our marketing and education website, go-bella.com. So our one pager here is going to give an overview of everything we've got going on this month. If you want to print this out, post it in your break rooms, make sure that your stylists are seeing it so they know what's going on in a little flash sheet here. Next up, we're going to have our new Mirabella Minute postcards. We've got two of them available. One is a little bit more generic on all of the lip products. And then the secondary one features the Sealed with a Kiss lipstick here. So these guys can be printed out in a postcard size. They don't have to be full page. They can be more like a 5x7 postcard, and station those at all of your stations, in break rooms, waiting rooms, bathrooms even. Just put them everywhere so everybody knows what we've got going on them for the month. Next is a fun little activity. So this one is a bingo card that you can give to your stylists to help promote the promotion. It's up to you what kind of prizes you want to offer, but it's just a cute, fun little activity to motivate your stylist to participate and drive sales.
And competition is always fun. We're very competitive here, so hopefully you take advantage of it and your team really dives into it.
Make it fun. That's always the best option. Next, we have our training guide for lip product application, all of your technical lingo, very in-depth application technique here. Then, of course, your extended PK for each of the products that is included in this month's sale, all of the colors available, your key ingredients, application technique, again, as well as some pro tips. And lastly, I would like to announce that we are having new Sealed with a Kiss lipstick shades coming in addition to our existing shades. They're not replacing anything, but they will be launching soon. So keep an eye out on your emails and the website for the launch information.
So one of the things that we've encouraged in the past is the kissing booth. If you guys are not familiar with that little promotion, you simply set up a little kissing booth. We do have some information if you want to look at some of the past events that some of our clients have done using this promotion. But basically, it's just having your client kiss a piece of paper. You can drop it into a box at the end of the month, pick it out, or some people even hang them up and display them, and they're just going to use their favorite lip color. So it's just another way to drive some sales and to get your clients involved. So Sarin mentioned the how-to guide with the lips that's available on Go-Bella on our website and all of our marketing assets. So I am going to reference this a little bit. I'm going to show you guys how to do a bit of a fuller lip, and that is going to be on the second page. To create the fuller lip, I have a couple of the tools that I use and a couple of additional products. So that feeds right into a Mirabella Minute where you're showing more than one product. We like to advise you to show at least 3. It has a better probability. There are some lip terms and lip lingo here on this actual guide for you. Pretty much the only thing I'm going to use is a Cupid's bow, so just keeping that in mind. But if you want to go over some of the terms, definitely this is a great resource. So we have the lovely Candy here. She is one of the 2 that are responsible for doing all of our wonderful marketing that you guys hopefully are taking advantage of. We like to make it easy for you. She does have the rest of her makeup done, so we are just going to concentrate on her lips. So the first thing I'm going to grab is our lip pencil, our not velvet pencil, sorry, our lip defining pencil. And I grabbed Sexy. We did go over some of the sanitation with these products when we did the eye definer. So I'm just going to reiterate that. You want to sanitize it with the tip facing down. You don't want to get any alcohol within the components since these are retractable. Just a reminder, they do come with a little pencil sharpener on the end so that you can get a really nice precise point. And I do feel that with a lip application, you are going to need a precise point. The other thing that you can do with this product is use an angle brush. So we have our dual-ended angled brush here for brows and liner. And this is a great brush to use, especially if you're doing like a red. I'm going to be doing more of a darker plum on Candy. This is Berry Modern Matte. So I'm going to use this angled brush. The other brush that you can use is our detail brush. So we don't technically have a lip brush, but this one does work really, really well. But again, if you need a nice crisp line, I would recommend the angled brush. So I am going to go ahead and sharpen this little baby up. I am using Sexy. We do have our clear lip definer, which I recommend if you have a client, especially that doesn't like to buy multiple things for multiple uses. The clear is great. You can actually outline the outside of the lip with it and not worry about any kind of feathering and bleeding.
Most of our lip definers are going to be between shades, so you can use one shade or another with several different lipsticks. If you don't have one that you feel like is the right match, then that Perfecting lip definer in clear is going to be your best option. So it goes around the outer edge of the lip rather than lining the lip directly.
It also helps to reduce the look of fine lines, but you can kind of roll it and press it into place. I'm going to go ahead and use Sexy. So I am going to start at the Cupid's bow. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to take it from the top and make an X. It's the easiest way to do it, as opposed to having to recreate the whole Cupid's bow. It's kind of hard sometimes for some people to do. So just really nice, just a little X going from the very top to the bottom. You can even over exaggerate it if you wanted to. If you could go ahead and, I don't know if you can get a little closer, we can see it. I am going to go ahead and fill in her entire lip. I'm also going to give her some volume. So right now, I'm just tracing the outer edge of her lip line. Now, if you wanted to extend this, I mean, Candy's got some great volume to her lips as it is, but you can go below that lip line.
Just
below. Smidge. You don't want to fill in way far down. It kind of gets a little bit costumey if you do that. But I am going to just fill in just a smidge above where her lip line is, just giving her a little bit of fullness and more volume. And to be honest, some people's lips aren't the same, right? Like our eyebrows aren't the same. Sometimes they aren't the same. So if you notice that maybe your client is a little less full in one area, go ahead and accentuate that a little bit. You don't want to, again, though, draw it over or else it looks too costumey. So we can stop now if we wanted to, or I'm going to actually go ahead and fill in the entire lip. That helps her lipstick to stay on longer. I also wanted to show you that our lip definers can be worn on their own. You cannot group our lip definers with our matte lip glosses, however, because they do contain some vitamin E and other essential oils that are going to eat up that color and break it up. So if you were looking for something that's non-transferable, I don't recommend that. I don't recommend putting a lip gloss or any kind of oil over top of our matte lip glosses. It's just going to break up that color. If you eat a cheeseburger, it's going to break it up.
Right. All the matte products are going to be one and done, standalone, no layering needed. And with the lip definers, I would also like to point out this great application technique that you might not be able to see on your screen, is that Lynn is resting her pinky right on Candy's chin. So she's not just poking in with the lip definer, she's having at that point of contact to more precisely control the lip definer.
I also recommend that you ask your client if it's okay to touch their face. Sounds kind of silly, but some people don't care for that. But this is the lip definer on its own. So it's another matte alternative. We could go ahead and put gloss over top of it if we wanted to. I'm actually going to fill it in with one of our lipsticks. And our lipsticks are very long wearing. There is argan oil in these. A way to sanitize them is to spray them with alcohol. I also have a stick that I'm going to go ahead and scrape the product off. And then I'm going to use my brush. So just a little bit, I'm going to work off of that stick. I'm going to grab my angled brush. I love angled brushes. I have lots of them. It's probably the brush I use the most.
Same.
And I'm just going to go ahead and line
And with those lipsticks, like Lynn mentioned, they do have argan oil in them, so they stay very flexible throughout the day. You might need to touch up after lunch or something, but for the most part, they have a freshly applied look throughout the whole day, and they're very comfortable and hydrating for the lip as well.
The angled brush is really great to get over into the corner as well. And this we're using Berry Modern Matte. So this is going to be a matte finish. We do have traditional satin finishes as well. And they're really comfortable. So they are, we asked a lot to actually make it clear because they're so hydrating.
And that being said, some of our new Sealed with a Kiss lipsticks that are coming in soon are going to have a slightly more sheer finish rather than the fully opaque that you're used to. So we'll have additional finishes available.
Now I can have her, what it's a technical term, mush her lips, like, just to kind of keep an eye to make sure that we didn't get that Cupid's bow, because sometimes that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and put on one of our traditional glosses. This one is Sleek. I don't have my bifocals on. We're going to get a spoolie. So it's a great way to keep your glosses integrity and not get contaminated. You can also cut off the dofa, and that way you don't have to worry about your clients using it. Or, I can actually, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to use our detailed brush to put on my lip gloss, since I did that precision work with the angled brush.
And you guys may have noticed during our rolling rebrand, as these glosses have changed from the silver lids to the white lids, that the consistency is just slightly different. We've updated these products to have a plant-based lanolin rather than a natural lanolin in them. So the texture is just slightly different, but all of the colors are going to be identical. Everything is the same that you're used to for shades. And they are also very healing and hydrating for the lips. So they're not just a pretty color, they are also healthy for healing any kind of dryness or chapped lips.
So we are complete. We have our lip definer, our lipstick, and our lip gloss. Now I'm just going to do a couple little fine tuning. You can take the Megastar blush trio that we have, and you can get a little bit of that shimmer powder and just put it right here on the Cupid's bow. And you see how that just adds a little bit of light. We can also carry it down. So almost like when you're contouring a brow, you just want to contour the lip a little bit to give it that shimmer. Or the other thing that you can do is use our hydrating pressed powder. It's kind of like our perfecting powder, and it's just going to be a setting powder, so you can underline the lips. And then we're going to go ahead and dust this off. And that's also going to prepare a barrier so that you don't have to worry about your lip products feathering and bleeding. And I used translucent because it doesn't really add any coverage, but it is going to create that little barrier. The other thing that you can do is take the translucent powder and you can go over it if you want it to remain a bit more matte and also stay on longer.
And on the opposite side, if you wanted to add a little bit more shine or sparkle, we do have our Glow Light Up Lip Glosses. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So these are going to be included in the sale as a standalone item. We also still have our Duo Kits from Holiday that are on sale still. They're maintaining their sale price. So with these guys, they do have a little light on the inside, so that's always fun, and a little mirror on the side of it, so you can do your application anywhere. These are also going to have a little bit more mica and sparkle to them, so you can add a little bit of extra shine to any of our existing colors.
Looks great. Does it feel good?
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. Well, that's everything we have for you guys today. Please reach out if you have any questions, and as always, thank you so much for tuning in.
Have a great day.